Rappin with ReefBum is sponsored by Polo Reef, Champion Lighting and Supply, and ReefnBid.
What kind of advice can you give to somebody that is new to the hobby, just coming into the hobby, what have you? You know, this is going to be the future of our hobby, right? The people that we bring in to, you know, to hopefully get really jazzed up about keeping reef tanks and corals and fish and all that stuff. But, you know, what would be your advice to somebody that is kind of entering the hobby and hopefully is going to have a long reef keeping career?
I would say, one, have something you probably don't have when you get in, which is patience. Two, keep things as simple as you can. And three, find a mentor. Find one person that's doing things right.
How about a space for a quarantine tank, by the way?
Yeah. I was glad you do that. Or don't get in a hobby, get a freshwater tank. But I was going to leave it. But I would find a mentor who's doing the tank right. Follow what they're doing. Don't do like I do, where I find something and I go off on a tangent on it. But instead, find someone who you trust. That look at their tank. If their tank is what you want to achieve, follow what they're doing. Don't listen to anyone else's advice. Don't read anything else. Just follow what your mentor tells you what to do.
Hopefully you have a good mentor.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point.
Sanjay, any thoughts?
I think you have to be passionate about it.
Passion.
If you don't have the passion for it,
Perfectionist personality you need, right?
you're not going to be successful then.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
You really do need a perfectionist personality for this.
you need to
And
be
you also need to be OCD too.
Same
be
thing.
able to move on from things that happen, right?
Yeah.
And you can only do that if you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
The first hurdle, you don't give up the race.
Never give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never give up.
So that's what I say. If you don't have the passion, you'll give it up.
Yeah.
Right? It's not easy to be in this hobby for 30 years like I have been, or Mike has been, or Andrew has been.
Yeah.
Right?
This isn't a television
There's
set.
something else that drives it, right? And it's the passion that drives it.
Yeah, I think that's very true, because I don't believe that many people can, like you, to stay in a hobby after this kind of fiasco happened. So I think passion is really important, especially for this hobby. Yeah, seriously, when there's no passion, we'll just do freshwater fish.
There's passion there too. There's passion
But not
there
koi.
too. Okay?
And right, Andrew, don't get into koi.
Don't get into koi. Sanjay,
fish.
I tell you, the prime ages to get into this is like your late 30s, early 40s. Once you start getting to our age, I'm going to group you and I together. We start thinking about like homes and vacationing and
exit strategy. Is that what you're talking about?
grandchildren and dying in a low tax state.
Right.
Right? like the prior, like you don't have the when you're doing this in your 40s and early 50s, you're not thinking about that shit.
No.
No.
I mean, this
Once you get into the 60s, you that's what you're thinking about.
I mean,
Time with my wife, how am I gonna create time and can I get away for a month at a time? And do I want to die in this high tax state? And how do I move down to Florida and be a healthy life and live 7 months down there and not 6 months? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, exactly. This is very honestly true, because I'm not that young anymore, right? And you look at it and I go, how many more years do I have in this hobby? Right. And what's my exit strategy?
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm being stupid. I already have an exit strategy. I'm not using it.
It slapped you right in the face.
It's slapping me in the face.
It's in your will, right? It's in your will.
Yeah.
Here's your chance, do it. No, but that's important too. There comes a point in time I look when I was cleaning out the tank and all the mess, I go, would I leave my wife to deal with this if something happens to me?
Right.
So, Sanjay, I didn't want to tell you this, but in my will, and I go, Rosanna's first call is to you to take care of all this.
I have to outlive you.
Oh wow!
But
Yeah.
we need an animal care person for the wife. We do. And no bullshit.
Yeah.
Because somebody's gonna come in and sell my person honest angels for $3.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's
Well, you shouldn't have told your wife you only paid $3 for it, Andrew. That's the first.
yeah, that's their fault.
Doesn't matter what I told her. They get the proceeds, right? But they got to know which is which.
Yep.